also a flex.
What does it?
The Brooklyn Nets coming into the building and looking sharp, and they hope to be sharp on the court too as things get ready to roll. Let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's on the sideline. David?
Kevin, thanks.
What a great guy. DA, thank you for that. Here are the starters for Brooklyn. You've got Harris. Out there with Irving, and there's Green, and it's Jordan in at the 5, down low. And for Utah, Conley runs the point with Mitchell flanking him. Rudy Gobert is out there with O'Neal, and it's Ingles in at the small forward. Back to Conley. Greg, obviously we're early on here. We already have seen some second-year players looking much more improved over their rookie year.
I mean, if you put in the work, you're not guessing as much. And listen, the fact that you now gone through the season, you've got a better sense of who you are and what you can do out on the floor. I know I cut way back on my turnovers at the start of my second year, and you go into the offseason with specific goals and areas where you want to improve.
You think there's more growth between your first and second year than any other 2 years in your career?
You could make that case, no doubt about it, because you're still thinking you could be one of the all-time greats no matter who you are at that stage, and so you tend to put in a little more emphasis in terms of improvement.
The Nets on offense. Irving kicks to Harden. Right side, Green. Stolen by O'Neal. Here's Mitchell. Banked in off the glass.
Just look at the way Mitchell's built. The strength in the upper body.
First 1:30 gone here in the first quarter. Mitchell against Harden. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
Here's Mitchell. And a little luck that time, but it drops. Mitchell's got his second basket of the night.
So difficult to defend. Mitchell can stretch you out to 3, beat you at the rim, and everything.
Oh, what a play!
Watch it!
And this is how a floor leader makes a statement. Harden just put the other team on notice.
Conley the pass to Gobert. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more. What's up?
They have really found a rhythm here early. 4 for 5 to start this game.
The Jazz shooting their first free throw attempt on the night.
And there's a lot of talk about Gobert's rim protection, but his rebounding is every bit as important on the defensive end.
Yeah, that's finishing off defense. Once you force them to miss, you don't want to allow second chance opportunities. Rudy Gobert averaged over 10 defensive boards a game last year. That was the best numbers of his career and top 3 in the league.
Mitchell against Green. They get it again. O'Neal trying to break free. And the shot goes in from Rudy Gobert. Gobert's got 5 now.
He has a standing reach of 9'7". Gobert making that play look routine.
Not a problem when that's your first miss of the game. Strong start.
Mitchell dishes to Conley. Pass to Ingles. The Jazz working the ball around now. And Jordan sends it back.
DeAndre is simply one of the most electrifying shot blockers in the game. If you put up a shot around him, you better put it up high.
For the Jazz, George Niang, he's checked in for O'Neal. Bogdanovich comes in for Joe Ingles, and it's Clarkson in for Mike Conley. And Harris wide open. He shoots. That misses, so no good on his first attempt of the night. Jazz leading by 3. Inside, Mitchell. That ball. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovich. He has 6.
And his teammates appreciate the unselfishness. Bogdanovich willing to get it to his open guys.
In the corner, it's Harris. A 3-ball. It's good from long range.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Reason why it takes extra energy to do it. You have to trust your defensive rotations, but it's worth it.
Clarkson finds Mitchell. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's going to be on Kyrie Irving.
And when you talk about certain players having that it factor, Donovan Mitchell fits that bill.
He does. Confident in his approach, GA. Fearless on his attack. Donovan Mitchell is one of those guys who can go off for 50 if you let him get into rhythm. As long as he's in Utah, that team will remain competitive.
Ilyasova, he's checked in for Utah. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to go on Bojan Bogdanovich. And he's got his first free throw of the game.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low numbers.
The Jazz making a switch here. Thomas is checked in.
And for all the developments Jordan's made to his game, free throw shooting remains a challenge.
The pass to Ilyasova. Back to Thomas. And the rejection by Harden. Oh, and here we go. Irving's got it, the fast break chance. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Outside Thomas. Pass to Clarkson. And here's Bogdanovich. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
A more physical player at this stage of his career. Bojan is not bothered by the contact on that shot.
To the paint, here's Green, and he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Passes to Niang. Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. Rebound, Brooklyn. This is their first chance to take a look at the Jazz this season.
And with this matchup being an East versus West affair, it will be the first of only 2 meetings between the teams.
Very difficult game to predict. They are not familiar with each other. I expect to see a lot of in-game adjustments tonight on both sides.
And it's blocked by Jordan. And here's the fast break. Here's Harden. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
Superb at finishing through contact. Harden is just so elusive and creative on those strong drives.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. Free throw drops for Harden. Now Clarkson. Will it go? James Harden getting it done for Brooklyn. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. Back right after this. And always interesting to hear from Donovan Mitchell, who recently...
Everybody had their expectations of what we should be or will be, but at the end of the...
And you know, Greg, Mitchell's going to be right in the middle of it, leading the way.
And on top of everything else he does, he's elite at getting his own shot. We've seen him carry this team offensively at times. Boy, he is special.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And from Brooklyn guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
I love their effort, contesting shots, trying to intimidate here early on.
And you can see it's already having an impact. It can cause shooters to think twice.
On the court right now, second quarter starting for the Nets. Harden out there with Brown. Then there's Griffin. Then there's LaMarcus Aldridge. And it's Luwawu in at the 3. And keeping us updated from the sideline. Let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Bojan Bogdanovic was a pro in Europe for a decade before he joined the NBA. Croatian sharpshooter says, a lot of players who are happy over there, but I wanted to have another challenge, to play against the best in the world. That was the only thing that was important to me. Guys, he's lived up to that promise.
He loves that challenge, and he's having success. D.A., thank you.
Missed opportunity, wide open from mid-range. He would love to get that one back.
Bogdanovic with it, picked up by Aldridge. Brown inside. Thomas is on him. And it's Brown missing.
Offensively, that's how you want to end the possession, except for the result.
A nice shot by Bogdanovic.
With unlimited range, Bogdanovic forces you to extend your defense.
It's Brown with the drive, and he makes good on the layup. Brown's got 4 points now in the quarter.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Jazz trail by 5. Timeout is called, first of the game for the Jazz. Greg, did you know when you were playing that you'd eventually want to call games, be in the broadcast table?
Kevin, no idea. I didn't have any clue. And quite honestly, didn't really think that there was a career that one could have in terms of broadcasting. You know, because cable was just kind of coming on as I was retiring. You didn't have your own network and the things that we take for granted now. So looking back on it, no, but boy, am I glad I did.
I am glad you did too. You probably don't remember this. Doc Rivers and I were doing a game. You came over to say hi to the two of us, went back out on the floor. Doc nudges me and said he'll be great in TV center. We saw it then.
He's a good mind. The man knows what he's talking about.
Mitchell against Brown, and slam dunk by Gobert.
Such a valuable playmaker for this team. Mitchell can get his own and get others involved as well.
Chioza's shot is good.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Mitchell up top. He's covered by Brown, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's on LaMarcus Aldridge.
You know, because Donovan Mitchell is so explosive, few guys have the energy, the effort, and the discipline to guard him on a nightly basis.
I mean, simply an incredible postseason performance from Donovan Mitchell. The team went out in the first round, but he put the scoring load on his back. One of the best displays of offense I've ever seen in the postseason.
Here's Luwawu, and a great assist by Aldridge as that one goes in. Luwawu's got the lead up to 9 now for the Nets. So Conley will bring the ball up for the Utah Jazz. You know, Greg, you look at the numbers that Mitchell put up in that series. Simply amazing.
I mean, he was putting up 40, 50-point games like it was nothing. At times, the guy looked unguardable. Truly one of the young stars to come out of the Orlando bubble.
Chioza passes to Aldridge. The kick out to Brown. They get a hand on it. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. Mitchell against Brown. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
So difficult to stay planted, especially with all the motion around you. Annoying turnover.
It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Great balance and body control for a big. Aldridge powers through some pretty good defense there.
Mitchell passes to Gobert. Back to Mitchell. Over Brown. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Mitchell's got 13.
Donovan Mitchell is comfortable playing at all 3 levels. He's playing at his highest level tonight offensively.
Pass to Chioza. Stolen by Conley. with the floater, and he gets it to go. And now just a 5-point Nets lead.
You know what? Mike Conley is so crafty, finding a way to take the bump and weave through the defense.
Offensive rebound. Aldridge, the pass to Chioza. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. 6 on the shot clock. Brooklyn needs to get off a shot here. A nice shot by Aldridge.
Set him up, and he'll knock him down. Aldridge is a dead-eye jump shooter.
Mitchell against Brown. Count that one, and the Nets lead has been cut to just 5 on the basket for Mitchell.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Chioza passes to Brown. And not sure what he was thinking there. Last game for Brooklyn, they picked up the W against the Suns.
Well, on the road, you don't expect to look so comfortable on the offensive end, but that was the story of the game.
Yeah, they look right at home, except they weren't. Great job of blocking out the noise.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Pulls up, and Luwawu gets it to go. Luwawu's got 8 here in the quarter.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Mitchell against Brown. Mitchell with it. Fires from deep. Oh, he made it!
He got it to go, and he beat the buzzer.
So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Brooklyn ahead.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
James Harden was the man in the first. He had 11 points, 2 assists, and 1. And that should do it.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. It's been one outstanding game from Donovan Mitchell.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
And it's not like everything's been at the rim. There's been a number of jump shots along the way.
Conley and Mitchell, the talented backcourt pair. O'Neal is out there with Joe Ingles. And it's Gobert in at the center position. That's the 5 on the floor for the Jazz.
I mean, a tough matchup. Donovan Mitchell is too explosive, too strong, and he's only going to get better.
That one drops. He ties it up. Greg, you were a physical, defensive-minded player. What are your thoughts on how closely the game is called now as opposed to when you played?
It is, Kevin, and yeah, some people like the physicality of the era I played in, but, you know, I like the beauty of the game with the spacing and the freedom of movement, and I think that's one reason why you see so much switching. It's hard to fight through screens without fouling, and ball handlers have become experts at drawing contact, even if it's, you know, incidental, and I think that's just an area where the game has...
Oh, wow!
He went
That was nice. And it's another James Harden special we're witnessing here tonight. I think this fella's got some game.
And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Conley against Harden, and it's Conley penetrating. Yep, that one goes in there. Conley's got 6 points.
What about the handles of Mike Conley just straight up toying with the D?
Here's Harden, and it's Harden slamming it down. Guys, close one here. No team getting a huge advantage.
Yeah, tooth and nail fight so far, guys. These sides match up really well.
And the Jazz call time here. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. For the Utah Jazz last season, there was a lot of fallout from the COVID crisis. But Rudy Gobert was able to patch up things with his teammates and specifically guard Donovan Mitchell after Gobert realized his mistake. For a team with so much maturity and potential to win, it was good to see them finally be able to turn the page. Guys?
Good to see things back on track. Thanks, David. A shot by Clarkson, no good. Brooklyn's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. And Harden with the basket on the assist by Irving. Irving's got 3 assists now in this one. And here is Thomas. No points in the game yet for him. And there's the pass to Ilyasova. Utah needs to get off the shot here. A shot by Clarkson, no good.
It's a shot you would think he would make, but he just doesn't make it all the time.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Great job of reading the floor, got to the rim, and made a play.
Thomas passes to Ilyasova. Nice ball movement by Utah. And that one, good. He has 7.
Don't forget, along with the skill, Bogdanovich brings size to the wing position.
Here's Harden on the wing. He's covered by Clarkson. Harden gets the bucket.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Clarkson with the ball. He's picked up by Jordan.
I mean, you won't see this too often. Getting denied at the rim, he's likely to remember that one.
Yeah, and ever since halftime, they've played precision basketball offensively.
You know, the coach has had something to say about that. No question, they've settled in and executed brilliantly.
Steps back and shoots. That one's good, and the Brooklyn lead is cut down to just 6 points with the basket from Clarkson.
Some guys just understand how to generate points. He's one of them.
It's Harden with the drive. Wow, that makes him a perfect 10 for 10, double-digit perfection.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Clarkson taking his time here. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Clarkson's got 6.
It looked like the defense just flat out froze out there. Clear breakdown in communication to allow that easy bucket.
And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A 3-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
A different look for Utah. Gobert, he's checked in for Ilyasova. And it's Mitchell in for Thomas. That free throw good from Kyrie Irving.
We know he's one of the best offensive players in the league. What I've seen lately from Kyrie is an improvement in his focus on the defensive end.
Utah calls timeout. You gotta like what Harden has done in this game so far.
And he continues to burn them with his scoring. And the coaching staff's going to have to come up with a different approach defensively.
A platoon swap here for Brooklyn. 1:39 left in the 3rd quarter. Mitchell with it, and it's Johnson picking him up. Pass to Gobert. Shot clock at 6. So the wing on the left for 3. Niang, no good. Brooklyn leading by 9. Pass to Chioza. At the elbow, it's Aldridge. Yep, that one goes.
The rare big who can kill you from anywhere and everywhere. Aldridge, a tough guy to game plan against.
Mitchell kicks to Clarkson. Back to Mitchell. Takes the 3. Traps in the tray. Mitchell's got 26 points.
Yeah, he's in such a great rhythm right now. Makes sense to get him the ball any way you can.
Let him decide whether to shoot it, whether to pass it. He's your catalyst right now.
Feeds it to Aldridge. Baseline jumper. That's in there. Johnson with the assist. Aldridge has got 8.
So skilled at catching on the move. Aldridge, the consummate pick and roll partner.
Clarkson with the ball. Picked up by Aldridge. A shot by Clarkson, no good.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
And it's Mitchell with the jam.
On that play right there, you see Mitchell's impressive speed and body control in the open court.
Now here's Johnson. Here's Aldridge. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Aldridge has got 6 here in this quarter. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Nets lead by 10. Live from Vivint Smart Home Arena, you're watching 2K Sports. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, you also have the location of the pass. Puts it right where it needs to be, where his man can do something with it.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. On the court for the Nets, getting the 4th quarter going. We've got LaMarcus Aldridge. Luwawu is out there with Johnson. And it's Chioza in at the 2-guard spot.
That's a very close call. I'm sure he thinks it's a clean block, but looks like it was on the way down.
The feed to Aldridge. It's stolen by Gobert. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. Here's Mitchell. It's in there. Conley with the assist. Conley's got his 3rd assist on the night.
He has definitely shown up to play. He's done his part, really just trying to battle his team back into it.
Here's Chioza. Over by Conley. Chioza passes to Aldridge. Again, the Nets for 2.
LaMarcus Aldridge putting pressure on this defense, getting into the seams and making plays.
Mitchell kicks to Ingles. Has to go. Just 5 on the clock. Nice D from Aldridge.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Johnson against Mitchell. Here's Johnson. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert. That's good from Johnson. So Johnson hits 2 of them. Just about 1.5 minutes gone by here in the 4th. O'Neal passes to Mitchell. Over Claxton. Second chance shot, and it's sent back by Aldridge.
All that length, Aldridge able to close airspace quickly.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Mitchell against Johnson. It's good.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
Yeah, both teams trying to close out strong. These are the fireworks that fans came to see.
Conley, the pass to Gobert. It's stolen by Johnson. Here's Luwawu. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. That is good. And the Nets' lead is cut down now to just 7 on the basket from Ingles.
Oh, yeah, as always, Ingles is going to look for that lefty jumper, and why not? It has served him well.
Timeout called the Nets.
And he could tell his guys were dragging a little bit, calling timeout to kind of let them catch their breath.
It's a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to listen in on what the Nets head coach was going over with his team. He said, "I love how we're shooting the basketball. You guys have been locked in from 3. Just keep taking makeable shots. If you don't have it, pass it to the guy who does." Kevin?
Elbow shot is on the way. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls.
Coach doing a great job of putting Mitchell in pick and roll situations. For a young player, he makes good decisions.
Irving passes to Jordan. Gobert with the defensive effort.
I'm a fan of anybody who defends that way. I mean, they weren't about to open the door and just allow him to cruise in for a layup.
We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter, and they pick up 2.
We're seeing the full arsenal here tonight. Uncle Drew turning up.
Mitchell looking it over. Drops in the layup for 2. Mitchell's got 34 points.
A little artistry in the painted area, converting against the size.
Proving once again that when you attack with confidence, good things tend to happen.
But he gets it back. Outside, Green. 6 to shoot. Here's Harden, and Harden with the stuff.
And Harden is a nightmare in the pick and roll. Just a clever combo guard who is completely unpredictable.
Utah calls timeout. They're behind by 10. 1:37 left in the game. And now we present our New Balance Player of the Game, James Harden.
And his percentage from the field tonight seems almost made up. I didn't think it was possible to have that kind of success shooting the basketball. You need a little bit of luck, a bunch of hard work, and a whole lot of talent.
And as the star of this team, he knows he's going to be the object of the crowd's anger. It's Harden with the drive. Oh, and James Harden throws it down hard.
And once Harden has momentum behind him, watch out.
They love seeing the beard flush it down there with some power.
Here's Mitchell. Here's Gobert. Count the basket. Gobert's got 4 points in the quarter.
At the end of the day, when the ball goes up, there's no substitute for effort.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
You know, it tells you something about Harden that he's led the league in free throw attempts so many times. This man is always in attack mode.
Jazz trail by 10 to the middle. Here's Ingles. It's hauled in by Harris. And so it's Harris who will bring it up for the Nets.
Guys, I think this is a game they have to feel good about as we wind through the final moments here in what looks to be a solid win for the Nets.
You know, a team can have a great shooting night without getting a lot of assists, but tonight they had both.
Yeah, and listen, you only get the assist if the guy you give it to makes the shot. So a lot of assists will up your field goal percentage, but this was a great team effort by everyone.
And so that moves their record to 11 wins on the year.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for James Harden.
And how many times throughout the course of the evening did he make a momentum-changing play? I thought his relentlessness really keyed their success.
There's the triple. DeAndre Jordan grabs the miss. Right side, Irving. Yep, it counts.
Yeah, they've sucked the energy out of this arena. Tremendous effort on the road.
And when you're on the road, you can't be tentative coming into a game like this. I thought their aggressive approach was the difference.
And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Hey, Kevin, thank you. James, terrific road win. I would imagine you're feeling pretty good about how y'all played tonight.
they're a really good team. You know, so we wanted to come here and just battle. And we finally get in the groove. You know, we got to just pick it up on the way. And one thing we're going to rely on is our defense. So, you know, tonight's another great effort, and we just got to keep it going from here.
Battle. Sounds like a winning formula. Congrats, man. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Steve Smith, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long, everyone.